Welcome back to the Grambling State Dynasty, guys. Our Tigers hit the road for the last time this year to battle with the Missouri Tigers. Nick Gordon has it teed up, and we are underway here in Columbia. Miller catches it in the end zone and takes a knee. And here comes the Missouri offense led by senior QB Michael Wilson. He threw for 198 yards and 1 touchdown in their last game. First quarter action, Wilson from the gun. He drops back, rolls to his right, tries to turn upfield, but Chris Ferwarda is there to bring him down. Later on third down, Wilson from the gun again stands tall and throws a gorgeous ball to Copeland across the middle for 19. 2 plays later, Wilson goes back to the air, and check out the throw to Copeland on the outside. He sheds a tackle, turns upfield, and picks up 27. Then on third down, Wilson drops back and hits Carpenter. Carey comes in, lowers the boom, and it's a fumble. Ferwarda scoops it up in the end zone, and it's a touchback. What a play. Take a look at this hit again. Carey lowers the boom, and the ball just pops out. GSU's offense takes over. Joel Thomas takes the trap right, gets upfield, and only picks up 3. Next play, Austin drops back, rolls out to his right, gets the corner, turns upfield, and picks up the first down. Austin in the gun with 4 wideouts. He drops back and hits Terrell on the slant for a 9-yard gain. On second down, Austin hands off to Thomas, and look at the lane. The freshman back picks up 14. Then Austin from the gun, he's got a deep drop and shows off the touch to Bradford on the sideline for 14. Then on first down, Austin tries to set up the screen for Terrell, but is picked off by Carey, and he's got a lot of green in front of him. Chad Terrell is able to track him down. That's turnover number 1 for GSU. And Mizzou looks to turn turnovers into points. Wilson with the play action and tosses a gorgeous comeback to Carpenter for 12. 2 plays later, Miller tries to take the sweep left, but Torian Ray is there for the TFL. It's 3rd and 7 for Missouri. Wilson from the pistol, but here comes the pressure. Goff hits him and causes an incompletion. Mizzou settles for 3. GSU takes over, and here comes Joel Thomas. He bounces it outside and gains 7. Then Thomas follows his blockers, hits the hole, makes a cut, and another, and gains 12. Then on first down, Austin drops back and throws it quick to Edwards, and he fights ahead for 16. 2 plays later, Austin and Edwards would link up one more time, this time on the sideline for 17. Another third down for our Tigers. Austin with a 3-step drop and lasers it to Terrell. It's 1st and goal GSU. Next play, Austin drops back again and threads the needle to Bradford, but he's down at the 2. Then Austin from the gun. Mizzou sends the blitz, and number 2 hits Jordan in the end zone. Touchdown Grambling. GSU takes the 7-3 lead. Mizzou takes over. Wilson drops back, moves around in the pocket, and hits his big tight end behind the defense for 19. Then Miller takes the sweep left. He finds some space, cuts upfield, and picks up 14. Then Wilson's under center. He drops back and hits Justin Brown on the sideline for another 14-yard pickup. 3 plays later, Mizzou tries to set up the screen for Roundtree, but Josh Carey pushes him out, and Missouri would settle for another field goal. The good guys take over. Jordan Paxson takes the counter right, cuts back inside, and gains 5. Next play also would connect with Paxson across the middle for the first down. Next play, JT takes the handoff, finds some room up the middle, and gains 11 yards. It's first down for the Tigers. Austin drops back, doesn't like what he sees, so he takes off. The junior QB gains 8 yards. Second down, Austin from the gun again. He drops back and hits Demetrius Gunn across the middle for 12. Next play, Austin goes back to the air and hits Chad Terrell on the slant, and he is gone. Touchdown Grambling. C. Tizzle goes 32 yards to the house. 14-6 GSU. Next Missouri possession, Wilson goes play action, rolls to his right, and he hits his big tight end downfield for 20. Then Wilson from the empty set drops back, tries to sneak out. Maynard hits him, but Rayshawn Baker is there to clean it up. 3rd and long for Missouri. Wilson with the drop back. He hits Roundtree on the check down. He gets tackled, but gets back up and loses yards. Mizzou forced to punt. 4:35 left in the half. Austin from the gun and hits Terrell on the curl. He spins backwards and gains 9. 2 plays later, Austin drops back. He rolls to his left, loads up, and throws it deep for Bradford. The big tight end turns upfield and is brought down at the 25. What a pitch and catch. Then Joel Thomas takes the handoff, finds a hole on the left, and gains 12 yards. 2 plays later, Austin goes back to the air. He rolls to his right and tries to hit Terrell in the back of the end zone, but is picked off by a diving Lucas. That's a heck of a play. And Mizzou looks to capitalize. Roundtree takes the delay and has a huge lane. He's finally brought down after a gain of 14. Then on 3rd and long, Wilson takes the drop back, stands tall in the pocket, and throws a rocket to Copeland for 12 and the first. 2 plays later, Roundtree takes the counter right, follows his blockers, and gains 18 yards. Next play, Wilson pitches the option out to Roundtree. He bounces off a carry tackle and fights ahead for 10. 2 plays later, Wilson tries to run the option to the right, but Rayshawn Baker says and tackles him for a 4-yard loss. It's 3rd and short for Mizzou. Wilson drops back, moves to his right, and hits Scales across the middle. 1st and goal, Tigers. 2 plays later, Roundtree tries to bounce the sweep out left, but Carey tackles him for the loss. 3rd and goal, Wilson drops back, moves to his right, and threads the needle to Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Mizzou set up to go for 2. Roundtree takes the counter left, but gets tackled. No good. 49 seconds left in the half. Austin drops back and hits Bradford across the middle for a 24-yard pickup. Then Austin goes back to the air, and check out this back shoulder pass to Bradford for 20. Next play, Austin drops back. He avoids the rush, turns upfield, and gains 15 yards and the first. It's 3rd and long for GSU. Austin drops back and hits Gunn on the slant, but he's short of the first down. Nick Gordon comes on to kick the 36-yard field goal. It's up, and it's good, sending us to halftime. Grambling State is up 17-12. GSU is looking strong on both sides of the ball, but will Mizzou turn things around in the second half? Start at 3rd, Thomas takes the handoff, bounces it outside, makes a cut, and gains 8. Next play, Thomas gets it again. He bounces it out left, turns the corner, gets a block, and is off to the races. Joel Thomas goes 64 yards to the house. Touchdown, Grambling. GSU set up to go for 2. Ellis Jones takes the handoff up the middle, and he gets in. It's 25-12 GSU. Next Missouri possession, Wilson drops back and gets rid of it quick to Big Al for 8. On 2nd down, Roundtree finds some space up the middle and gets pulled down after picking up 10. The Missouri running game starting to gash the Tigers. Roundtree picks up another 9 yards. But they get greedy. Wilson pitches it to Roundtree, and Carey lowers the boom for a 4-yard loss. 2nd and long for Mizzou. Wilson drops back, moves around in the pocket, but Charles Butler is there for his first sack of the day. Mizzou would be forced to punt. GSU continues to gash Missouri's defense on the ground. Thomas goes up the middle for 8 yards. Then Austin drops back. Mizzou sends the blitz, so hits Thomas on the check down for 12. 2 plays later, Thomas goes complete beast mode. He hits the hole, runs over 2 defenders, and stumbles ahead for 19. Then Paxton takes the counter right, follows his blockers, and stumbles for 7 yards. A few plays later, Ladarian Ellis-Jones takes the handoff and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. GSU set up to go for 2 again, and LEJ takes the handoff, cuts back, and gets in. We're up 21. Mizzou looks to answer. Wilson drops back and hits Copeland on the outside for a gain of 10. Then on 3rd and 7, Wilson drops back, tries to throw it to the outside, but is picked off by Jermaine McConnell. GSU takes over, and JT is still running hard. He bowls ahead for 7. Then Thomas gets it again. This time a huge lane opens up the middle and makes a cut. He gains 18. Then on 1st down, Austin goes back to the air and hits Edwards on the outside, and he steps out at the 1, making it easy for Joel Thomas to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. Tigers break 40. Missouri takes back over. Wilson drops back and throws it across the middle to Copeland for 16. 2 plays later, Wilson drops back, tries to sneak up the middle, but Torian Ray brings him down, and it's a fumble. Big Cam Richardson recovers. Turnover number 3 for the G-Men defense. And here come the Tigers. Austin keeps the option right, spins, and gains 13. Then Thomas hits the hole on the left and fights ahead for 8 yards. A few plays later, Austin drops back and threads the needle to Bradford in the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. It's 47-12. Mizzou tries to get things going. Wilson scrambles right, but Richard Maynard is there for his first sack of the day. Mizzou would go 3 and out. A little over 6 minutes left to go in the game. Thomas goes up the middle for 9. Then JT hits the hole on the left, makes a cut, and gains another 9 yards. Then on third down, Austin drops back and hits Chad Terrell on the slant for 6 and the first down. A few plays later, Thomas goes up the middle. He follows his blockers and gains 12. GSU was running all over Mizzou. Thomas goes up the middle again and gets the first down. Tigers trying to drain the clock. Thomas still running hard, finding room on the left for 11. Then the next play, Austin keeps the option right, jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. GSU breaks 50. Last chance for Mizzou. Wilson drops back and hits Brown on the slant for 13. 2 plays later, Roundtree takes a delay up the middle and has some room, and he picks up 15. Then Wilson goes back to the air, steps up, and throws a dart to Copeland across the middle for 18. Next play, Wilson drops back and connects with Ray Carpenter behind the defense for 16. Mizzou inside the red zone. Wilson drops back, doesn't like what he sees, so he scrambles out right. He drops his shoulders and fights to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. But it wouldn't be enough. Austin takes the knee, and Grambling State rolls in impressive fashion, 54-19. Austin had a great day in the air, 20 of 26 for 270 and 4 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Talk about a career day. Joel Thomas went crazy. 31 carries for 289 yards and 2 scores. The freshman back averaged 9 yards a carry. Out wide, Rob Bradford led the way with 6 grabs for 111 yards and a score. C. Tizzle had 5 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. Edwards scored once, and seldomly used Jordan scored his first ever touchdown. On defense, Josh Carey finished with 8 tackles. Butler, Maynard, Ray, and Baker each had a sack, and Jermaine McConnell had an interception. What a win for our Tigers, but things are about to get interesting. The Alabama Crimson Tide are coming to the hole next week. It's the rematch we've been waiting for. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. And buckle up because it's about to get crazy. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.